Drakkenheim has fallen. The once shining capital, Westemar, was devastated by unholy fire from the stars. 15 years later, adventurers, soldiers, priests, and cutthroats swarm the city, seeking riches, renown, and revelation within the ruins. But nightmares and death prey upon those very souls from within the shadows over Westemar. Welcome to the Shadows over Westemar. This is an unofficial live play based on the world of Drakkenheim by the Dungeon Dudes using the D&D 5e system. Ignore the dragon, it's not real. I am Ziggy, your showrunner, and I am pleased to be here with... And yes, you're unmuted for once. Ohana.
Hi, I'm Alhana, and I am playing June. We're getting back to Sprog this session, who is our resident Chaos Goblin Barbarian, but I've also been playing for the last session or two, the Warlock Corwin.
Gaius.
I am Gaius. I am still playing the pain in the ass apothecary alienist. That is Gerhardt, who just loves melting people.
Ozma.
Hi, I'm Ozma. I'm playing Anna Castroma, resident blood hunter Laneshi, all about family.
Timmy.
I am Timmy. I am Arcane Hand Lineage Monk named Bastille, and I'm all about the family. The
Family.
And I have a 26-pound dog in my lap right now, and my leg no longer feels like a leg. But last session, the party finished their attack on the cosmological clock tower and had successfully defeated the Crimson Countess. Now, we had a little bit of a revelation after last session of the party being able to see the cloud shape of a raven's eye to the southwest of the city. And, well, we do have a little something prepared for, well, we do have something planned for when the full party is here. We have not heard back from our resident face puncher. So, I believe we're just going to hold off on hunting down the druids for this session, I believe. Unless the little Gagglefuck shows up late, in which case, okay. I'm flexible. I just don't have a map ready, but fuck it. We'll do it live. And besides, I know if I asked my players, they'd send me a map within seconds.
Can find one.
I was gonna buy one from the Roll20 page, which looked really good, but money's a little tight right now, and I gotta renew my tags tomorrow. Which means I have to go get an e-check. God damn it. Oh well. Hello, little puppy. Please don't fall out of my lap here. Use my arm as a headrest. I don't want you falling. You're too cute to fall. Timmy's just okay. So, last session, you did defeat the Crimson Countess, and we kind of ended it there due to time constraints after our resident fish man decided to face punch it. Aw, hey Daisy, you're so pretty.
Yes, I did.
It's good. The face punching.
The best thing about all of it is that there's only more goodies coming their way.
But effectively, we rested, right? So
Yeah, you've had a chance
I need to cut
rest.
myself today.
Oh god.
Yes. 1 damage. That's the best option for that. Anyways, sorry, specifically with the blood spear, because I will be using that because I should be attuned to that as well.
Yeah.
Does anybody mind if I take the lightning javelin? I haven't attuned to the short sword, but
You don't want to attune to the short sword?
I don't feel like subjecting myself to whims of vengeance right now.
You don't want to use the sword of vengeance? After all the time I spent picking a random card out of my box?
Yeah, I feel so appreciated.
Ugh. Okay, that was weird. I'm gonna chalk that up to my desktop doing something and not my recording program doing something. I saw a flicker on it, and it was like, I just hope that's just for me switching tabs.
Oh, fingers crossed.
I mean, it's still recording. I have had 0 issues with it recording, it's just streaming that's the issue. Which is why I'm not gonna, for the foreseeable future, we're not gonna be streaming the game, but I will still be streaming other shit over on Twitch since I don't care about the VODs.
Fair enough.
And plus it will allow me to keep testing things on the fly. Ugh. Daisy, can you please choose where you want to put your head? You're a very small puppy, but you are 25 pounds on a single bone will eventually make that leg fall off. I can't be too mean. She just got fixed a couple weeks ago. Alright. During your rest, night falls and the aurora of the haze brightens over the city, claiming the sky once more. The rain washing the blood and soot from the battle and pushing away the thin fog and smoke that had gathered. To the south, you see a fire that seems to be stretching down Temple Road, clawing its way towards the gate as jets of fire scythe across the air at unseen targets. Jesus fucking Christ, I hope this isn't COVID cough. ADHD's a bitch. I thought about adding the intro music to Roll20 itself so it's constantly recording, which wouldn't be a half-bad idea. But that requires energy, which I should be focusing towards the party because we started really late.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Does anyone wish to investigate the surrounding area?
Okay.
Sure.
Whether it's the tower itself or things around the city.
Yeah, I would like to. I just got done with my sheet.
How dare you?
I'm currently bad at investigating today.
Well, perception
just
works fine. Investigation was just a general, term.
Okay, if it's a general term, I'll do perception.
Yeah. Okay, I might
There
have to
we
put
go.
Daisy on the ground because my leg is actually starting to hurt.
I'll leave it up to you depending on which one you choose is the more appropriate role. Then, because I'll use either investigation or perception.
Alright.
Whichever.
Okay, Daisy, I gotta...
So I can roll perception.
Daisy, you're hurting me. You're actually hurting me.
There we go. There we
Roll
go.
better perception than investigation, except
Okay.
Gaius.
+8 intelligence, baby.
Oh, fuck. My leg actually really hurts now.
Yeah, sorry about holding us up.
No worries. You didn't really hold us up. It is more for me forgetting to level up our fucking druid.
Oh. Well, I forgot to finish leveling up myself.
We're just gonna blame
not the end
Sprock.
of the world.
Alright, so... it looks like with fucking 20s across the board, at minimum,
Except me.
still, you got a fucking 18. That's good enough.
Come on, cousin. You did good.
Alright, so... You... Oh, I hit the space bar, that's what happened. You begin to look around the area in the tower, investigating the mismatched loot and remnants of meals that these harpies had taken, and you notice that among the belongings in this... What was that? I thought I heard a howl. Is that...
Actually, I want to get some more of those things. I need
No, it's Daisy. She has no water. She's thirsty.
you thirsty.
Also, it's food. It's dinner time for them.
Who wants water and dinner time?
That's not far from what it sounded like. Daisy's just weakly crying at the foot of the bed. Alright, so
What the fuck was that noise?
that was Timmy going Donald Duck.
Donald. What?
Right. So among the remnants and ruins that were the Crimson Countess's previous meals, you see a small leather bag that is hidden among the nest itself. You pick it up and open it, only for a small, smooth, circular rock to slide out, with a note saying, "A couple days too late," with the smear of red lipstick on it.
Mm.
Inside the nest is a note that looks like at one point may have been tied to this bag. The note reading, "My child, take this treasure of mine and run. Hide it in a safe place outside the castle, then flee the city. No matter what happens, know that I will always love you, Papa." Looking around the few other stations, even going upstairs into the Daisy, I can't take you out right now. You can come here and I will give you pets. Going up into the attic itself, you find... you find a restorative ointment. And I need to get a potion table up.
A what?
Potion
Sorry.
table.
Oh,
And a
okay.
restorative ointment.
Thank you. Always putting it down here.
Random potion table. Daisy, I can't. Come on. Potions and oil, 5. Don't show. It's just giving me...
Daisy.
Random potion table. That's what I fucking want. Except it's not. It's not even... I can't, Daisy. What do you want? What do you want? I can't do this every time I have a session. Fuck.
You
There's
really
a
actually sitting
pop
there
can
going
on the
like,
ground.
bet?
Yeah, like, you just gave me a challenge. Challenge accepted.
Ooh, I have alchemy.
Fuck it, we're just gonna use the wiki dot and go by... Can someone please take her out? I don't know if that's what she wants, but she's just sitting there crying at me, and I can't get up right now. I barely started my session.
For which one are you looking for the restorative ointment?
No,
something else?
there's one restorative ointment. I'm supposed to be rolling 1d6 uncommon potions, and Daisy keeps barking at me.
Gotcha.
Alright, so how... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Finish our... Alright, 1d6. 4. That is very unlucky. Okay. Because that is completely fucking useless. I don't think we need 3 bottles of lycanthrope antidote.
No.
So
No?
you're gonna get an oil of slipperiness and
Oils.
3 bottled breaths.
Is this like a alchemist like table or something? Or
It's from
one?
Wikidot.
No, I mean like the area where we're fighting this.
No, this is the clock tower.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a random.
Yeah. It's
And
1d6 uncommon potions and a restorative ointment left here. It's supposed to be the holdout for someone else, but given the group that we have, they're not really gonna take place, so I kind of just omitted them from the story.
Oil of slipperiness and what else?
3 bottled
restorative.
breaths. And,
Okay.
yeah.
The restorative ointment.
Just trying to remember this and write it down so I don't forget.
If I remember how to fucking spell. Yeah, restorative ointment is... as one action, the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature then regains 10 HP and ceases to be poisoned, as well as curing any disease. In this jar is 1d4 plus 1. So two doses. That is really unlucky rolls for loot right now.
Apparently.
Fucking
And for
4
the bottle-
ones in a row.
And for the bottled breath, you inhale it. While you have it inhaled, you can hold your breath for up to 1 hour. Anytime before the end of that hour, you can exhale for a gust of wind spell.
Oh shit. That's fucking badass.
Now that we spent 20 minutes just trying to figure out what the fuck was in that room, you can look outside now. Alright. You can see a great many things around the city from here. From those jets of fire that are scraping through the sky near Temple Road, to the great deep haze that's around the crater, and even able to see almost through the cloud line, almost to the cloud line through the inscrutable tower, and to the north, you catch glimpses of Mina Zoran crawling around on top of Castle Draken. The city itself, while it looks very dead, you know that there are hundreds, maybe even 1,000 people down there scraping and clawing and biting and killing their way through the city for their own means. And in even greater numbers, there are monsters trying to take theirs. A couple of you may have memories of what this city used to look like. The bustling capital that it was. The busy and noisy roads filled with people who are trading or maybe just trying to go about their day. It's a somber sight to see it as it was now, and it's almost hauntingly beautiful as the aurora overhead almost seems to reach down every now and then, with a thin bolt of arcane lightning silently reaching down and striking the city rooftops.
Ooh. Damn, that was some good scene. Damn.
Corwin surveys the vista and gives a deep sigh. And then she turns her attention to the raven eye in the sky.
Sorry.
Don't hurt me.
That part wasn't intentional.
The misinput.
Want to bet I can hit that rattling?
You want that? From up here.
What was crawling on the castle again?
Mina Zoran,
The dragon.
yeah.
Ah. Oh.
Oh,
No, actually, let me go over to the map and see how much you would actually be able to see of it. What is the distance from the clock tower to Castle Draken? Ruler, be useful. That's almost a mile. I don't think you'd be able to make out the details.
No shit.
okay.
The now dilithium mad dragon that used to be the protector of Drakkenheim.
You're able to see it. It is a big fucking dragon, but you can't quite make out the details of it.
Yeah.
You know a dragon silhouette when you see it, but it's one of those
See the
things
silhouette.
where if you didn't know if it was Mina Zoran, you wouldn't be able to tell what kind of dragon it was.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, I almost forgot the fucking letter. In what?
Can I make a check about the significance of the Raven Eye or whatnot?
Well, the Raven Eye is where the Raven Clan of Druids is. Party was told to seek them out for a couple different reasons.
Okay.
Also, why the fuck did I not put everyone's token up here? It's a pretty room. I should be able to... Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and... Doop, doop, and doop. I said doop.
Do what?
Is Brock supposed to be here, or is it still... Pretty sure it's still supposed to be Corwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Corwin until we return
There.
to the
We did take a rest so I can get my
Yeah.
key back.
Yeah.
No, it's not 6. They only have 5.
As you get up in the morning, stretch your legs, you notice that on the table there's a letter that had been clearly open and closed and put back in its envelope several times. Also, why
Time
is there a
investigate.
sacrificial dagger on that table?
I was about to say, man, investigate it.
Yeah. I think he. It's in common.
Okay. What's it say?
Sir Clockmaster, thank you for writing to me. I know you and your family have toiled hard for generations to keep the clock tower, despite the main mechanism failing a century ago. I must admit, I long believed the clock tower was a frivolous bit of architecture, based on a long debunked cosmological theory. Nevertheless, a recent discovery upon the Isle of Skye had ignited my curiosity. The original machinery dates back beyond antiquity, and many key components seem similar to devices found in several ancient elvish sites in Skye, though I cannot speak to the original purpose. Examining the clock tower mechanism indicates several delicate parts are heavily damaged, and others are now missing, including the power source. We are confident components recovered from Skye could be used to repair it. These components are due to arrive at the inscrutable tower on September 13th. Please make arrangements for our mages and artificers to begin work on repairs the following week. Unfortunately, you'll need to vacate the premises for the foreseeable future. We will draw up arrangements for the Amethyst Academy to lease the building. Best regards, Archmage Adriana Moderia, Amethyst Academy.
And which tower am I out of?
You would have been from the Enigma Ziggurat in Liberio, I believe. Was it Liberia or Caspia?
Caspian.
Oh, Caspia.
Oh yeah,
They're the goofballs that are all about trade and being fucking weird.
Okay, Sebastian Crow, open. Please don't open that in Media Player. That is a fucking nightmare to close if a PDF is open in Media Player.
Awkward.
Continental Gazette, Caspia.
Here we go.
If I had the fucking map, I can tell you.
Oh, Caspia is the Amethyst Academy.
Oh, you're checking where Gerhardt
all the continents have a all the continents have their own like little Amethyst Academy what is it? Branch?
Oh no, hang on. Let me see.
Yeah, I was about to. Are you saying like a captain? Wait a minute.
No, they send their Mageborn to the Enigma Ziggurat in Liberia.
Yeah.
Liberio. So they don't have an actual tower in and of itself. They send them.
They have strongholds there, but they don't have an actual academy holding.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And this is from where Gerhardt's from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerhardt's from Caspia, but he trained in Liberia, so he's very...
It would definitely explain why he's kind of carefree, because Liberio is extremely freedom of expression there.
And Caspia is just a trade city. Like,
think
Venice, but on crack.
No, that's Liberio. Caspia is kind of a warrior nation.
All right, fair. But I mean, that also kind of explains, part of like why Gerhardt is just like, I'll stand in the middle of a fight and start casting spells.
I don't know if anybody knows this. Now my veins glow purple.
You didn't mention that, but that is kind of cool, actually.
Oh.
Yes, because of my cosmic patron, Warlock. I picked.
Let's see. Amethyst cat. Yeah, the person I would know is Marigold Kettleborn, is the academy director. She's out of
Yeah.
Caspia.
Sorry, I opened up the Muddy Buddies and everyone is very interested in them because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is Megan's favorite cereal.
I like this stuff.
Dude, that sounds Cinnamon Toast Crunch Muddy Buddies sounds fucking amazing.
If you have a Speedway near you, they're probably there. What?
That's why it doesn't taste like chocolate.
What?
It's white chocolate.
I don't
instead
think
of,
there's Speedway
regular
in the
chocolate.
Pacific Northwest. I have no idea.
That's why
I
like
don't
these
think.
so much.
Yeah, I
My
don't think I
favorite
have
cereal
one.
and it's white chocolate. My favorite chocolate.
Getting some Megan lore on the D&D game.
Whatever will I do now that everyone knows my favorite cereal and my favorite chocolate?
And that your favorite puppy is Chopper. We know you pick
Well.
favorites.
To be fair,
It's my little
yours is
boy.
Daisy, but you know.
No, Daisy fucking kidnapped me. There's a fucking difference in that one.
So what?
Daisy-
You have Stockholm syndrome. It's fine.
Daisy grabbed me by the back of my head and said, "Love me, bitch." She pretty much held me at gunpoint with those cute little eyes.
Oh, you're just Daisy's sub. Shut up.
She may not have a gun.
Daisy's
but
just
she
like
has
the
a
barbarian from that thing you showed me.
weapon. The secret weapon of
I
ours.
will not tolerate the forces be
Dungeon Soup is great.
I swear this entire group is basically just a skit of. So hear me out.
This group is concentrated ADHD and autism.
Right? I keep looking at like some of the shit from Valika and Grim Hollows. I'm like, I want to make another character. I'm looking at Aurora, and I'm like,
And we may live in the
dude, I
hood
want to
with
make a
lot of people
Rime
that
Frost
has
mage.
guns.
They're
Sometimes-
really good.
But Daisy doesn't. She has eyeballs.
Have a Rime Frost wizard
Make
show up.
I
I
mean,
want to make a vamp.
my rule is all you have to do is talk to me about what you want to do, and we can see what we can do. Now, there are some situations where certain classes do not fucking make sense. Like, having a Haze Rager in Ravnica would not fucking make sense.
No.
But that's largely up to, well, the DM and the player to talk it out. Like the semi-reasonable people that they are. Emphasis on semi.
Also assumes being, you know,
Shit. I dropped the Muddy Buddy. Puppies can't have
Oh, no.
cinnamon.
nope.
Alright.
I love this. In Caspia, I'm pretty sure they think violence is the answer, even when no one asked a question.
Yeah. Oh. God fucking, we were supposed to be playing, but I have to say this. There's a concept in a Caspian duel that I would love to get a group that could possibly pull it off, which is the Gasconade.
I swear to God, I was just reading that. Where was that? Which page is it?
It is a competition of boasting.
Oh, flighting. Yes. You could also do that if you do something. I think Innistrad could also do it, but it's some of the shit out of Raiders Guide to Valika.
But it is
basically fighting stuff.
the contest of it is in a Caspian duel. You have to, and I can vent about this because it fits in the fucking world. Fuck you, I'm the DM. But in a Caspian duel, what happens is that both parties go out and kill the biggest monster that they can, and then bring the body back, or bring a trophy of it back. And then you have to perform a gasconade in order to convince the judge who actually won. So even if someone killed the clearly larger monster, if you can make it a better story, you can win. And I love that idea.
Dude, that sounds so much fun. Oh, now I want to play a bard for that.
Oh, that would be fun.
Fuck. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been wanting to play a Scald style bard, which is basically like a warrior bard, for so
Okay.
long. But like, it is a pain in the ass. One, to find a group that works for that.
Mhm.
Two, to find like a way to like, because okay, so Scalds are basically, their whole thing is like so I have to go back to the, what are the three main colleges in the 2014 5e book?
College of Swords, College of Valor.
Swords. Swords, valor, and lore, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
I can't shake my head when I'm wearing
yeah, swords, valor, and lore. So depending on which one you're playing. Oh no, swords is Xanathar's Guide to Everything. So it's valor and lore. But certain bard colleges tend to be very center stage.
I'll have you run it up.
Right. Swords, I think, based on the way that it's set up, would work because they are the Scald. They are a little bit more tanky.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have.
Yeah.
But their whole thing is basically they want to be in the part of the fight, but not in the fight, right? Because they want to live the story, but also tell the story.
Right.
Which-
Okay.
So, like the idea of the gasconade that, oh, you're challenging me to like go slay the biggest creature and then boast about it.
Okay, I
Like,
see where you're getting
like
at.
right. Valor is basically just retelling the stories. Swords is living the stories.
Living and then telling.
Yeah. So yeah, so I pulled up the wiki. Yeah. Bards of the College of Valor are daring scalds whose tales keep alive the memory of the greatest heroes. So they are a little bit more tanky. Like they actually get like extra attack. Bardic Inspiration is combat inspiration. You can roll that die and add the number rolled to weapon damage,
It's mean.
which is actually really useful.
But
So
the
yeah. Also, like I just love the lore of Caspia. It just cracks me up. Thank you.
it is absolute meathead central there.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't help when you get into their houses either. They're even more ridiculous.
Oh god, no! Oh, they're freaking hilarious. There's 6 of them, and they are anybody's played Warhammer Fantasy? It's kind of like that. They're just like, y'all fucking weird. Like, one of them literally styles himself as a goddamn pirate.
Yeah.
Prince Elector Neptune John.
Yeah. But the all right, we gotta get back to the game. We wasted way so much.
Oh yeah.
Fucking ADHD. All right, so
Right. So the date on the letter, is that before or after?
that is 3 days before the meteor struck.
Okay.
So that's within the last
pieces-
15 years.
So
That-
the
yeah.
pieces should be in the tower. Right.
Yeah, September 13th is 3 days before the meteor struck.
Okay.
Also, just to grease the wheels a little bit, the book itself is very interesting on if you repair the clock tower.
Mhm.
So, roll 20, please don't crash. What is the party's plan now? You slayed the monster, you got the goodie, you secured a little base of operations for yourself, and you know where to go for the druids. And you also got to see some fire raising up from the other side of the city. Apparently I got a splinter somewhere.
Ouch.
Well, we could make our way back to the garrison via the market.
Would you like me to bring up the map real quick?
If you don't mind. I'd like that.
Right. So I believe I can delete these.
Yeah, we're here. Market's here. And the garrison was down here at 21, correctly?
Garrison is at 0.9.
Come on.
9.
21 is the Rose Theater.
Yeah, 0.9. So either way, we have to go past the market to get to 0.9.
Okay.
At the market, we've got a chance of finding some goodies. Or more to the
Yeah.
point, do have a chance of finding some goodies because Corwin's not going to be taking any loot.
Not only that, but the lovely aspect of my mic is somehow picking up you slapping Chopper on the belly. That is astounding.
Good.
We're at 12.
Yeah, market's 15, so it's right there across that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's two things that we were looking for because I need Eldritch Lily.
And your lead for that is Queen's Park Garden.
Yeah.
Okay, we also have another lead.
To the north.
It may be 15 years out of date, but nobody's really been trying to my knowledge. Again, keep in mind, this is both because I don't have all the notes in front of me. I know Timmy does, but I don't have all the notes in front of me. But also, I've missed sessions, so like, and I do ask. But also, this works because as a character, Gerhardt doesn't know how many people have attempted to get access to the inscrutable tower. We have a letter from 3 days before the impact of the meteor that has some information about the tower that we are currently sitting in. The cosmological clock tower. Including a possible power source.
Yeah, slight metagamey. I think it's a good idea to leave the inscrutable tower for a level or two.
Well, from here you'd be able to see that the inscrutable tower itself is surrounded by deep haze.
I mean, so is the Queen's Park Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay, let me put it this way. We're sitting around in our little camp, right?
Yeah, you're
Trying
at the
to
top of
figure
the
out
tower looking down.
Right. Gerhardt's just kind of laying out, here's where we're sitting. We wanted to hit this. We have completed the tower. We know we needed to hit the marketplace. What the hell were we looking for in the market?
Figure you'd be able to find stuff there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Market's
Supplies.
been abandoned. There might be goodies that can be claimed.
Random bits and bobs. Cool. All right. So let me try and do this in character so it doesn't come off as metagamey or
Yeah.
weird. So, before, what was the name of the town we just left? Emberwood?
Emberwood.
Emberwood.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's way to the south.
Yes. So, remember that potions that we were working on, the Expergo?
Yeah.
So, we have the recipe. So here's problem with that, yeah? I need Eldritch Lily.
Oh, you should be able to find that in Queen's Park Gardens. Just down there.
That is covered in haze. That seems to be a problem. But also, I'm curious about this letter. It mentions something about a power source for this clock tower that we're in. Has anyone attempted since the meteor fell to access the old magic tower?
I believe there's been some attempts. There's powerful magics protecting it, and the geometry is a bit, let's say, warped.
Those who have history with the Academy may roll either history or Arcana real quick.
Oh, okay. So I can.
Do Arcana.
Have history of dodging the.
Let's say history of time in the towers or working with the Academy.
So yeah, that's not me.
Oh, then history would probably make more sense then.
All right.
So I'll do history. Let me do that because I was in the academy.
All right. All right. So
Gerhardt for the win.
Gerhardt and would know that in order to get into the tower, into any Academy stronghold, you would have to have the permission of the Academy itself. Anna would be able to correct that information and say that you have to be, you either have to be someone with or be with someone who has Academy rings. And those Academy rings are exclusively attuned to the person who earned the rings through the Academy.
Okay.
So, all right. Are they specific to each academy or the academy as a whole?
The Academy as a whole. If you got a ring from the Inscrutable Tower, you'd be able to go into the Amethyst Academy, or into the Inscrutable Tower, or
Okay,
the Enigma
so I've got
Ziggurat,
one
you'd be able
from
to
the
go to
Enigma Ziggurat because...
Well, there's a technicality.
Yeah.
To get your rings from the Academy, you would have to be able to cast a wizard, sorcerer, bard, or warlock spell of at least first level. That's where the complication is, because
Technically,
each ring is corresponded to how far you got into the academy.
okay. So, how does that work for apothecaries?
They would be considered contractors. You would be able to take a couple classes there, but unless you are Mageborn, you wouldn't necessarily be considered a member of the academy. You'd be more of an associate.
Wait, should I have a ring then?
If you had been raised by the academy, you would have a ring for that. Now,
Okay. Yeah.
the in-world lore is that you would only get the level of ring equal to the examination that you took. So if your last examination was when you had a first level spell slot, you would only have the one ring. And you would have to go to a proctor or someone else, like go to River to apply in order to take your next level test, or just show that you have the capability of, like, if you have access to third level spells, you got to be able to tell her, hey, I want to apply for the third level ring.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
The academy's full of bureaucracy.
Yeah. So I believe
Okay, we started.
I
this
should
at-
have one ring then. That's
Yeah.
first level.
You would technically
And
be able
that's
to get
it.
into the tower then. Now,
we
with
started.
with only
I joined
one,
at what, level 4?
I believe.
So I would have 2 rings.
Maybe you would.
He- Gerhardt was Mageborn.
He is Mageborn.
Yes.
All right, so you would have at least one ring. Now the question is, you would have to be able to cast one of those Mageborn spells in front of them without the assistance of outside materials. Like, material components are fine. There's literally like 2.5 pages on these fucking rules.
And you
Yes.
said they have to be raised by the Amethyst Academy?
Mageborn. Yeah.
Mageborn are less raised by the. Are you done, Koa? Mageborn are less raised by the academy and more kidnapped by the academy once they show that they have the potential to cast spells. And then the academy takes the responsibility of getting them to control their power.
I didn't do that until like a later age, so I don't think I would have a ring.
It's a whole messy, complicated thing that was devised before the subclasses and the apothecary were invented.
Okay, wait. No, I'm not sure. Whatever. I've been a part of the academy for quite a few years or whatnot, but like my character got into the academy after like age 14 or something, or around age 14.
I mean, if you
so
spend
that's when
enough
I
time to
showed-
get your academy robes, you would have access to one ring.
Yeah.
Oh, you
okay.
would?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I should have one ring because I can only cast first level spells.
I did that, so I think I would have a ring.
Okay. So
We will assume
just
for now
looking-
we have access. You can enter the tower. We can discuss the minutia of how far into the tower you can get later.
Okay.
That way we could just keep everything going.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Sounds off.
Yeah.
So the question is, the market's right there, so it doesn't make sense to not hit up the market. I'm sure we can all
No.
agree on that.
Yeah.
The whole point that Gerhardt was hello.
Yeah.
There's a moose. The whole point Gerhardt was trying
sexy.
to
Hey,
figure
man.
out was, would it make sense after the market to attempt the garden, or do we want to Gerhardt's trying to figure out where everybody else is going because Gerhardt, basically, he's letting his ADHD and fucking interest just take over, and he's like, "Ooh, I want to do that."
Passion is dangerous.
Yes.
The tism has struck.
Well, it's quite
Yes.
nearby, so we can check out the garden. And I suppose we can at least look inside the tower, even if we don't go very far. And if you're
And-
worried about the deep haze, Corwin does have nullifying field.
And now we got a moose. Now we have other options.
You
Now we have the other option.
Thanks to her special not Academy ring.
So I
Thanks to
think we
special
should-
not Academy ring, which is temporary Deus Ex Machina, because I didn't want everyone losing their fucking limbs again. But yeah.
Also, you can blame a broken train in an intersection for fucking us up.
No shit. Damn.
Yeah.
It was 20 minutes out of the way just from our grocery store. It pissed me off.
Oh, I bet.
It made me mad. Anyway,
We did not do much. We literally are just about to leave the fucking tower because of ADHD.
okay,
talk-
good. I didn't miss much.
Nope.
No,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
literally
glad.
going over like the edicts and stuff,
Yeah.
for the
You know
towers.
what? It
and,
makes
and,
me
like,
feel a little bit better because at least I know that I'm not the only one who does it.
Right.
So,
no, we're fucking
So-
terrible.
We're very bad.
so for Moosey's benefit, we found some potions.
We found
No,
a letter about
Found a note and a rock in a satchel that indicates that the Queen of Thieves had been there before us.
That doesn't surprise me.
Got restoration ointment, oil,
And
slipper
then-
net, and 3 bottles of breath.
And then found a letter to the Clockmaster from someone from the Academy, talking about the repairing of the clock, and that replacement parts had been ordered and should have arrived at the Inscrutable Tower 3 days before the meteor hit.
Speaking of that rod,
Whoa, there you go.
And
there's
we've also
there's fireworks
we've
going
also-
on outside.
And we've also spotted a cloud in the shape of a raven's eye, which marks the druid camp that you're looking for.
I remember that.
That's why I said now we have different options to go to now that you're here.
correct. The first one is
Technically-
still just hitting the market.
Yeah.
They're hitting the market. Yeah.
Fucking right
But
there.
yeah,
Um,
but yeah,
I
I
would, not,
believe.
I would not be opposed to hitting up the market because we wanted that originally.
Mhm.
And it's right
Yeah.
there.
And
Yeah.
I believe Spock needs at least one more day to recover, so Gorwin could be sticking around a little bit longer.
who has
that does.
the Delver's goggles?
No.
That'd be Bastille.
Yeah, it'd be me because I can detect magic.
Cool. I can ritually cast Identify. Is that rod magical?
Oh my fucking god.
Want me to detect magic on that hoe?
At this point, it seems a little suspicious that it was just kind of tucked in with that weird letter from.
Alright, I heard rod, not rock. So I was like, where the fuck did a rod come from? I didn't put an immovable rod anywhere.
Whatever it was that you tucked in with that letter from the Thieves Queen.
Yeah, it was a round, flat, circular stone.
Stone. I heard rod, not rock.
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
stone.
I mean, like, either way,
I
like a
detect
rod could have been like a small wand either too. So
Alright, so there is an enchantment on it.
Okay.
Are you casting Identify on it?
I will cast Identify. I will ritually cast it. So it takes about 10 minutes.
You got the time. This has a divination spell on it, specifically meant to track where it is.
Oh, okay.
Ha ha! Interesting.
Or
So that's a tracking stone.
Mhm.
I've got an idea. Who wants to mess with?
No.
Have
That's
an
a fucking scary ass spell. What the fuck?
idea.
Anyway, you sound like you're gonna say, "Who wants to mess with the
With
Queen
the
of
Thieves
Thieves?"
Queen? Yeah.
You don't have to tell me twice, Gerhard. Just tell me what to do.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
So I explained that it's some kind of tracking spell. So we can bring it with us to the market. What if we skirt by the Queen's garden and flick the stone into the garden?
Ooh.
Well, from here, someone strong enough could probably toss it into the river.
You know, that's also
Ooh.
true.
How about
Oh,
Gotta get
decision?
the strength score.
Okay, hang on. I actually do need to roll this. I do need to roll this.
Well,
how dirty is the river?
Very.
I knew you're gonna ask
well, you look,
No, he
okay?
wouldn't.
You we don't need a repeat of the tunnel again.
Yep.
We don't need
Literally
a repeat
right
of the
when
tunnel.
I
Don't
thought-
go
If-
in the water.
Right
Don't
when I
go
heard
in the
water-
water.
But if it's
Anna?
in a weird place in the water, it's harder to find.
cousin.
Exactly, for them, not for you. Don't go in the water.
We're working. Let's not go for a
That
swim
is
just
fair.
to throw something in. Cousin.
I see the roofie
Yes.
water still hasn't left your brain.
Cousin. Fuck. Not going into weird water.
You have to
Dimus-
like
But
You have,
it's
like-
nice to breathe the water.
Timmy,
Yeah, but
you're
no one-
you're not allowed to let this fucker out of your
I know. I want to tie you to a
Fucking not. What
tree.
the shit?
Okay, who's holding the stone right now?
Gerhardt would be the one
Nobody
holding
is.
it. Gerhardt would have
No,
had
I don't have to touch it to identify it.
Okay,
No
okay.
shit, you gotta do.
Yeah.
Dimos
Shit.
Dimos flies over, snatches up the stone, flies out the window, and flies to the southeast and drops it in the river and flies back.
Problem solved.
You just
I'd
hear
rather not have people tracking me, thank you.
the druid kind of quietly say, "We could have tied it to a ratling."
Riley,
Yeah, we could have tied it to a rattling, and that could have gone in the river.
quit knocking my glasses off my face.
Then it
I would have been
would've
fine with
moved
tying it to a
around.
rat in the first place, but you know,
No, a ratling.
how do you propose catching a ratling?
Offering it
Uh,
delirium and cheese.
Yeah.
Very carefully, but it's very fun.
I'd rather be rid of
Get
it
the
as
cheese and
soon
then
as possible.
whack him across the head with a stick.
I have questions about your hobbies.
I
They're
have
very
answers
good.
about
You
my
can-
hobbies.
I
You
have
can
good
still
answers.
protect us from the haze, so market and then perhaps Queen's Park. Maybe we can get some of the flowers.
Well, the idea for the flowers is to create more of that potion, which could take care of haze problems. But yeah, look,
Well,
if the
while
haze
I'm
is a
with-
concern,
for while I'm with you, I can protect you from the haze, so there's no worry for that. But I'm only going to be with you for another day or two, so I suggest if you want to go to the garden for your ingredients for aqua aspergo, then now's as good a time as any.
Yeah.
And while we're in that vicinity, I suppose you could check out at the inscrutable tower.
Meanwhile, Sprock's going feral in the garrison, knowing y'all are out here.
Because
Well,
it's a limited time.
Yeah, I
Perhaps we should go to the Queen's Park Garden first.
The market's just there. So
Market. But here's my
Good job.
thoughts because of limited time, and we do have a druid's grove that we promised that we would investigate for our friend. Yeah, market, garden. If we feel comfortable attempting the tower. Otherwise, then we go to the garrison and then make our way out.
grabs. All right, so market,
Okay.
garden.
Seems fair?
Dog.
So market, garden. See how we feel about the tower. Garrison, grab Sprock, then go southwest to the Druid's Grove.
Yeah.
Yep.
That-
Yeah.
And again, this is not me trying to just like shove people in a direction. This is Gerhardt proposing a plan.
Yeah.
You are all
Trying to
free
get
to
us.
tell me to go fuck off.
Trying to get us on somewhat of the same page, or any page in
agree.
general.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
the
I
whole
agree
reason-
with
Yeah, the
Brad.
whole reason we showed up here was one to get that level up, but two to get to this market. So
Yeah.
And to see where the fuck the Raven clan was.
Correct. Which I believe there was something in the market that potentially was there. I did remember.
Alright, so
I swear to God.
let's just kind of.
Again, I'm just gonna throw this out there because nobody said anything. Is everyone fine with if I take the javelin of lightning?
Oh yeah,
The
Yeah.
problem
I have no use for it.
I'm fine. You go
Okay.
right ahead.
I think
Okay,
Sprock's
fun.
good enough just throwing a teammate at the thing rather than a javelin.
He ain't throwing shit right now.
He has arms, they're just little baby arms right now.
Brock would throw himself at the problem.
Freaking Monty Python.
Alright,
Isn't
so
a goblin-sized slingshot.
fast forward.
You can make one.
Fast forward about the 1,000 feet to get to the market. Get rid of the circles because I want to declutter the map a little bit.
as soon as you get out the tower, Corwin puts up the field.
Alright. So,
Riley.
Uh,
you. I'm about to spray you with the water bottle.
spritz.
The dogs aren't here, Riley. They're on the phone. Quit.
Alright, so.
Oh my God.
You can smell the friendship through the phone.
Chill. It's the
Sorry,
tiny
that's
human
wrong.
that's acting up. Alright, so.
Oh shit. My dog acting up.
You get to the market square. It is. You can see how busy this would have been. While the meteor landed somewhere, landed at night, you can see the remnants of the last people packing up their, as they were packing up their goods. Many of them just dropped what they were doing and tried to run. The market itself is filled with long. That is distracting as all hell, little one. I just see you in my peripheral fucking shaking your head like a chicken. Please.
Chicken.
You see these long shadows of these long scorched shadows from where people once stood when the meteor struck, and the empty spaces where their bodies shielded the wall from it. The
Well, that's fucked.
That's fucking terrifying.
That is terrifying.
the
Lord Hamos.
You could see where most of the bodies that were here had clearly been dragged away, except for the skeletal ashen remains of anything that died recently. There are several deep red bloodstains that you could almost guess that the harpies had picked off anyone who tried to wander into the plaza itself. And the only place you don't see bodies is around the guild hall.
Oh,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Timmy, I will spray my screen.
Fuck you,
Real
dude. What the hell was that?
Go to the corner, goddammit.
I'm not going to corner.
I have 7 children distracting me right now.
I'll speak my truth.
Dude, I will
What
reach the screen and
truth?
smack you.
Do it.
I'll hold him down.
Alright, so
I'll hold him down.
if y'all are
Do
gonna
it.
try to look for goodies, give me some kind of searching check. Depending on what you want to do.
Hey.
I should have gotten more of a drink.
Let's see. I think the.
Oh, good,
Let's
I
see.
have to
What do I
roll
want to look
incredibly
for?
badly.
Yeah, everyone rolled at least a fucking 18 in the tower.
Do I want to
Damn.
look for? I
Well, the lowest I can roll on a perception is a 10.
Oh damn. Okay. Hi.
general perception. Do you mind if I make a investigation? If I'm looking for something potentially magical, do I roll an investigation or arcana?
Arcana. Alright.
I suppose
I'll
I can also look.
Can I
I'll
do
be
it?
looking for different kinds of new weaponry, and I'll also make an Arcana check for any kind of scrolls that I can buy. Yeah,
I
nice.
forgot to fucking mention this. I can make at least 1 scroll per long rest.
Oh, you know what? I do remember you being able to do something like that.
Alright.
wanna do-
It's part of my background. I can do it.
Alright, so.
As
Hunter's
long as
Moon.
it's in my spell book, I can make 1 scroll.
Ooh.
So, Hunter's Moon.
Mhm.
As you're looking through, you do find a large cart that has a lockbox on it. And while some of the boards to it are cracked, you can see inside of it, and it seems to be a haul of weapons from a blacksmith that had just abandoned his wares here when the meteor fell.
Okay. Can I just check out the lockbox? I mean, no one's around here to be looking at it.
The entire wagon itself is a massive lockbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And it's just abandoned?
yeah.
All right. Can I just crack it open?
You can try.
All right. Let me just try and use one of my monk strikes to just break the lock open.
Mhm.
Esoteric theory.
There we go.
So you know how I get those esoteric theories?
Yeah,
I picked up one for gaining level 6.
yeah.
Want to know whether I picked up just because I thought it was funny?
What?
Because I keep getting stuck in combat. Combat medic. You gain proficiency with martial weapons and shields. My class
Nice.
already starts proficient with light and medium armor.
So,
Let's make this funny. Okay, so he's smashing a lock.
Yes.
all right. So
Okay.
there is an actual rolling on locks. Hang on. Not arcane lock, damn it. Okay, so you are able to give it a good crack. Give me a damage roll. You're able to get a good hit on it, but it doesn't seem to do too much.
Well, okay. Doesn't do too much to it. I do have an additional thing. Okay. Let me just try and wiggle the lock the rest of the way with sleight of hand.
Alright. Nope.
Bitch. You're a bitch. Fuck it, I don't have time for this. I'm hitting it again.
Okay.
Question:
What?
Can I assist? Can I assist this?
How so?
I mean, yeah, if you want
Acid
to.
splash on the lock.
Do you dare risk damaging the weapons? They are mundane weapons from the look of it.
I could
If I
probably
hit
just
the
break this-
lock. Ooh, what about Ray of Frost?
Maybe.
Yeah, you could just cast that on the lock, and I can try and hit it and shatter it. That could work.
That could
Basically,
probably, yeah.
that's kind of the idea.
Will you both no, get away from the computer. Get away.
Technically, look. Technically, the druid is not supposed to be here.
The druid is not supposed to help in combat when there's more than 3 players.
Good point.
Yeah,
What does the
okay.
druid suggest?
The druid could just turn into a fucking horse and bring the wagon to the garrison.
Oh, okay.
You could
Good
do
point.
that. You could do that.
Do you feel comfortable traversing by yourself to the garrison?
You would likely need an escort, but there's the question is, do you feel as if there's a large enough chance of someone taking these before you get back?
Well, we've already pissed off the Queen of Thieves, so
We pissed off the Queen of Thieves. She's already looking for a way to screw us over.
Yeah.
And just a cache of random weaponry. I mean, that'd be up her alley to take. Why not?
You could also potentially take it with you to the garden, leave it somewhere where it could be kind of hidden in the garden, and then go again back to the garrison.
Get off,
We
motherfucker.
could do that because, I mean, even if there's just a whole bunch of the same shit, it's a cache of weapons. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, I mean, he has enough wild shape charges for it.
Yeah.
And he could always just stay with the wagon to protect it.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alright, so Anna got a 22 in Arcana.
I'm good at randomly finding magical shit.
So,
we know. We know.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
know.
we also do have the Delver's goggles, so
alright, Anna,
Yeah, I could.
Anna,
Yes.
give me a d6.
A D6.
Yes.
Oh boy.
You
Hey,
got
boy,
you got a 22. So I wanted to see if you have a chance to get multiple magic items. So, we're gonna do this. Oh boy.
fuck
All right.
off. Stop saying it like that.
Alright, so a 9, a 1 and a 9 are both potions of greater healing.
Okay, I'm just gonna pocket those or whatnot.
And then a... What the f... Is Bastille getting his hand assaulted by a dog?
Timmy might be assaulted by a Riley.
It's fucking
Well, that
Riley. I'm
that
sorry.
explains, yeah.
No worries, we just want to make sure what's going on. Alright, so in
See what
the
you caused,
43...
Still's running a marathon right now.
The 43 is a potion of hill giant strength.
God damn.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Unless someone takes it, I'm gonna assume that's be put it into the community pool.
Yeah.
Because I know Anna took the healing potions, the
Yeah.
Javelin of Lightning's been taken, the stone's thrown in the river.
If this was a different game, I'd make use out of that, but
Okay, get off the computer now, you licking tyrant. Move.
What's greater healing again?
I believe that would be 20 HP.
Yeah, because
20
the red.
HP.
Checking.
I would believe so because the
Yes.
regular's 10.
Alright, 44 plus 4. Yeah, that'd be 20.
Okay.
nice.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright. Then, what are the other checks? Guy's got a 17 in Arcana.
Let's go, guys.
So, guys, you could give me a d6 as well. Different results, though.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Koa, please mind your manners. Alright, a 3. Alright, you only get one, though.
That's fair enough.
Alright, D100. Eh.
Ha! 69.
I'm gonna re-roll that. I don't want to keep stocking it all up with just fucking potions. 91.
No, no, no.
A Lantern of Revealing.
Ew.
Don't.
Getting all the discovery items.
Shit happens, bro. We get throw some shitty cards. You did today. Oopsie doopsie.
I suppose Corbin will try an Arcana as well.
Why does this keep falling off? Did I break it?
Still no.
I broke it. Cool.
I love it.
Nice. I think I'll hold on. I think that'll come in handy. I'll hold on to that one.
No, Corwin doesn't get it.
Ouch. So what? Oh, Corin doesn't get the thingy. Okay.
30 roll.
Failed the perception check, failed the Arcana check.
Rough.
I rolled perception bad, and then I rolled Arcana bad. 13 and I think it was 5 for Arcana. Great rolls, I say.
She's been doing that all day. Sophia's had to go back and forth between these two spots all day.
Alright. So,
Why?
our lovely druid friend is turning into a horse, I'm guessing.
I guess to get the weapons cache over to the garden.
Alright.
I'm good with it. How's everyone else?
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Let's see. Where is it?
Oh. Warm.
Oh, there it is. Alright, so everyone give me Constitution saves real quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, eat
Oh,
it,
boy.
mother. Why do you keep
Oh
sucking?
no.
Oh,
boy.
hi.
No,
I
wait,
see.
actually, Corwin has the neutralizing field up right
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Roll
You're right.
within,
Yeah.
roll within the thing.
I was wondering what that was for.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
You were saved by the bullshit.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you,
was the whole
Corwin.
reason why we're going to the Queen's Park, because of the bullshit.
Listen, I am
Oh,
forgetting.
Lord have mercy. I thought I was fucking
All right, so I'm
shit.
putting tokens on the board just for the visual.
Got it.
Fucking.
But do not assume
Oh.
that the field is immediately depictive of where you actually are. I just want to give you something pretty to look at. You do not need that one right now. So,
But maybe we do.
alright.
Okay.
The labyrinthian footpaths of the Queen's Park saunter by Baroque-style flower beds in geometrical layouts. Down in winding paths through the forested groves and over ornamented bridges that cross artificial streams and ponds. The lawns and plaza are decorated with triumphal arches, marble fountains, statuary gardens, and hedge mazes. But the park has become overgrown, desolate, and blanketed by thick, glimmering mist. Hardy vines cling to the statues like leeches, and strange flowers, unnatural hues, bloom in the garden. A potent pollen hangs in the air, a smell between musk and sweet perfume. It tingles the nostrils and irritates the eyes slightly. The garden is quiet. The sounds of footsteps linger loudly. There is no sign of a single animal, not even a bird or a rodent, but the plant life flourishes despite the lack of sun and influx of rain.
Oh, goods. Let's
Okay.
go past.
Do I need to make a check to determine if the flowers that are all around us are the flowers we're looking for?
No.
Yo, I'm gonna do it.
Poor Cole. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
Damn.
Hang on.
Hang on. Hang on.
Now, there is a little rule section for searching the garden.
Oh.
Now, once per hour, you may roll investigation, or you may roll Arcana, History, Nature, or Survival to help search it. Success requires a DC 15 with any check or check result of 20 or higher, granting an additional success. What the characters find is based on their number of successes.
Okay.
So you said
Okay.
History, Nature, and Survival?
So
Arcana?
History, Nature, or Survival.
Correct.
Okay. Well, first things first. Y'all are getting fucking guidance.
We are now.
Uh huh.
So I can roll a default.
You can roll a d4.
That's my man.
Well,
That's
that
my
is
man Musa.
5.
An 18 for Corwin.
18 for...
That sucks for me.
22.
It
for
doesn't
me.
matter. You got the maximum amount of successes.
Yeah.
I got 18.
Well, this is what I have this for. So.
Thank you.
You got the maximum amount of successes. The maximum
Hell
is
yeah.
4.
And let's see.
Ta-da.
Oh hell, I don't need it. Let's go.
Like, because you got 5 or more, you don't even get a fucking random encounter.
All hail in my Arcana check.
Okay. So, this makes things more interesting.
Also rude.
So that invalidates part of what was happening. Like, completely fucking invalidates part of what was happening. And now I have to scatter shit throughout the fucking map because I didn't think y'all were gonna fucking find this place on the first goddamn try. Fucking gremlins.
We want the loot.
told
Give
us
the
to go look
loot. We find loot.
Look,
We may
goblin.
not always fight very well, but goddamn it, if you tell us to go look for something,
Why do people have to have their
Got
fucking
nothing but the
base
nose of a
blasted?
bloodhound.
My mic
Oh,
is
we
picking
haven't-
up someone's base from down the street.
We haven't just found. We haven't just found what I think we just found, have we?
You did.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
What are
you,
y'all
you
on?
found it.
Oh. Okay.
I have to set up a
What are we
different map
going?
now. Because you spent
Oh,
all of 5
shit.
fucking seconds on the other one.
Holy shit. Oh,
What are we-
no. Uh-oh.
Okay.
What do we?
Did
Uh-oh.
is this something
Okay.
that I missed from a previous
No,
previous
no,
episode?
no.
You'll see. You'll see.
I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Alright.
It's okay. I don't get it either.
It's not okay.
I have
We
a,
know
I have a
Alana.
block of text. I have a block of text.
Okay.
Descending the stairs lead to a circular vaulted chamber. Decorated floor to ceiling with mosaics. Move your fucking tokens, because fuck you. The geometric patterns depict magical aquatic humanoids such as merfolk, nymphs, and water wheelers, delightfully relaxing in fantastical, extravagant, yet everyday activities. Playing sports, enjoying meals, taking baths, and cavorting with terrestrial lovers. The chamber is comfortably cool and filled with a pleasant, moist odor. The sound of gurgling water echoes down the hall. In the middle of the chamber is a circular fountain set with a nymph-like figure holding a trident and vase. The water pours from opening to fill the fountain with crystal clear water. Around within the fountain are arranged painted ceramic vases, glass collectibles, and loose coins. The mosaics extend along short hallways leading to the east and west, ending in smaller rooms of similar construction. Arches set with barred iron gates are cut into the walls in 3 places. Each leads to a roughly hewn and stepped cavernous passage that leads gently while twisting sharply south.
The fuck just happened?
Can,
Lot of shit.
We
can I
found
still...
some hidden stairs and descended into an underground structure underneath the gardens.
Can I fill a vial I have with a little bit of the crystal clear water?
You can.
Okay.
Can I ask why?
See, Anna, it's crystal clear here. This is the water that you want to be swimming in.
I will swim with you.
What?
Okay.
No, I actually, my character learned her lesson actually from the previous.
Oh,
thing.
really?
A
I don't
little
believe
bit.
you.
A
I don't
little
believe
bit.
you. A little bit? I don't believe
A little
you.
bit,
Because
quote
we are-
unquote.
Because we are technically underground, I'm gonna light my newly acquired lantern.
Very nice.
Should I just call it crystal clear water, or?
What was that history check for, if I can?
I'll also make one. Oh.
I'll make one. You know what? I'll try to help. Let's see if I can't help.
Fuck it, let the nerd help. Okay.
Fucking nerd!
Let's go. Let's go.
Actually, Gerhard says,
Me and Gerhardt. Let's
Alright,
go.
What is the history for?
I have no idea.
I have no
Well-
idea. I just did it.
Well, for Corwin, considering her background, it was to see if he recognized the significance of this place.
I
And she
was
got a
making
5, so absolutely not.
Yeah, I was just making a roll to see if I knew anything about this place or anything about the architecture here, but I don't know shit.
Same, and I got an 18, and then natural
Gerhardt's
20.
just going after curiosity to see if anything history recall from the academy. Doubt it, but you never know.
You don't know.
This-
Shit happens.
This section itself is not mentioned anywhere in any history books.
Trippy.
Well,
Oh.
damn.
As you're taking time to study the place, you start hearing a few voices shouting, or you hear a few voices muttering all around you, leave this place, get out, leave.
What in the Sam hell?
As you start processing what's happening, a number of figures start emerging from the roots that are descending into this room.
Tree lady, what the hell?
Oh, she's there.
Well, hello.
Leave.
We mean you no harm. Could you tell us what this place is?
You must leave.
Why? Why must we leave?
They start inching closer as they get louder.
I didn't mean to ask.
Son of a bitch!
Do you know about the flowers?
Roll for initiative.
Oh,
Um,
hell. Cousin.
Yeah, I mean, that was about what I was expecting.
Ah!
I thought I did it, cousin. Just kidding.
Oh, also, is a vial of crystal clear water a good descriptor for what's in the vial?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna try and
I
figure out
just
if it was
had
magical,
to roll
but,
low on that perception check, huh?
Okay.
Glad I
That
turned my
is-
light on now.
Oh, there it is. Alright, so...
Imagine losing perception checks like that with 300 feet of dark vision.
Oh, I forgot to
Right,
put my new
so-
spells in the text. Oops. Oh, no. Hellish Rebuke. Right there. Let's go. Remember?
modifications.
Oh,
I'm-
shit. I should have asked Zig about a spell before I hopped in, but that's okay.
Which one?
Yeah.
It was literally just something I wanted to add for flavor. It was a cantrip called Moon Flare.
Yeah,
It pretty much it does a D8 of radiant damage, and on a crit, it gives the effect of Guiding Bolt.
Can my fucking computer stop? Okay, so there's no difference. Okay, I don't have to worry about stat changes.
Oh, good.
Alright, I can get rid of his sheet because... Bop. Bop.
Ooba dooba dee.
Okay. So,
Oompa loompa doopa dee.
one,
going to kill you. Yes, we
Where the
are.
fuck is... I'm not seeing Corwin on the list. I'm seeing Quasit, but...
Yeah, I don't know why it's put it as the Quasit, but that's Corwin.
Whatever, they act on the same initiative.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, the first one is going to cast Entangle.
Yeah.
Anybody else not be able to see?
The view is at the top of the map.
Anyway. For some reason it did not zoom me out.
Alright, yeah, you got vision.
Well, we got to...
Make a
Well,
strength save.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Save,
Wait.
Shit.
because I'm assuming the entangle's gonna catch us all.
Right. Row.
Why is it spell save DC 0? That doesn't make sense.
I was wondering about that.
DC 14. So Hunter's Moon makes it.
Yeah, Hunter's Moon makes it, Corwin makes it.
You gotta zoom in, because that's actually gonna get difficult to see. Okay. That's that one's turn. Little one, I've asked you to not be distracting multiple times. Being in here while I'm playing is a privilege, not a guarantee. I'm asking you to stop being distracting. And this one's gonna cast Shillelagh. And the last one is gonna do Barkskin. Angie. Safe. Anna.
Okay. So I'm going to use my action to try and make another strength save because I don't want to have disadvantage on my attack rolls.
Alright.
We know how well that works out for you.
And I failed again, of course.
Oops.
I'm going to. Do I need to make an attack roll, or is this just a save? I'm going to. Use. Bonus action to cast Hex on the nearest creature. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the pink dot on the one that cast Entangle.
And a pink dot on the one that cast what?
Entangle.
Entangle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it
yeah,
is a
can you
concentration.
put a dot on the can you put a dot on the one that's hexed? I know I can
Purple.
change that around.
Purple is Hex. Is everyone able to see those colors good enough?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
am.
Pink with purple green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's colorblind and who's not.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's all I can do because I can't move
Alright.
or do anything else.
The handmaiden that got hexed is going to swing at Corwin for a 9. Pretty sure that misses. Corwin,
Yeah, that misses.
what do you mean you don't have a negative to your AC?
So I can target 8 creatures that I can see, which is all of them.
Oh boy.
And DC is 16.
Okay, wisdom save. We're
Holy
gonna start and
shit.
we're gonna go in a rainbow pattern. Fail. Fail.
Fail.
Pass.
Pass.
Hang on. My
Pass.
graphics card decided that it really wanted to update right now.
That one passes.
Fail.
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 My
Fail.
god. My
Fail.
god. Oh my god.
Would have been faster just to mark the ones that passed.
Yeah.
Is this a charm effect? Wait, that's a magical thing, so it doesn't matter. Advantage doesn't fucking change it.
It doesn't say it's charm. It's a necromancy spell.
Yeah, then they don't get. Yeah.
Yeah.
It still affects
Dark
them.
entities herald your entry into combat, instilling existential dread into your enemies.
You know my favorite thing about that?
Mhm.
Even with advantage, not only one of them passed. Even with advantage.
Bruh.
That's disturbing.
Okay, so
So the ones that pass their saving throw take half damage. The ones that failed take the full 29.
they're
those-
dead.
Damn.
And
Oh!
those that are
Uh-oh.
frightened. Okay.
They only have 22 HP.
Good god.
No.
They put some
Wait.
fucking roots on your legs and you unleash the sun on them.
Here comes the sun.
Arwen,
Don't push
Arwen, you
my
smell
legs.
that? You smell that burning maple, Arwen?
These poor fucking dryads.
And then she'll turn to the one surviving one. It's like, I will say once again, I don't want to harm you. I just want the information.
Even Gerhardt's just like, question.
It would be
what
what? It would be wise to parlay.
Okay.
It would be wise to
I-
parlay.
Because of a key feature of what these are, I do have to roll against it. And if it... I have to roll specifically to see if it gets within a range. So, if it gets within 8 points of that, it's reasonable.
Nine.
That's... No.
11.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
You scared the Jesus out of it. It's not talking to you.
I am grouped.
And now it's its turn.
Oh, and also wait.
Oh, the one that's
Entangle goes
that casts
away.
Entangle.
yeah.
And Tangled goes away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Entangle goes away.
The caster.
Oh,
died.
that just rustled. That just tickled my jimmies. All right.
Alright. So, I'm gonna need all of you to give me a Constitution save. This is not contamination.
Man, I'm just rolling low on my saves today.
Okay, it's a say. All right. I didn't hear that.
Look, I'm only really bad at Constitution when it's contamination. When it's not
I'm not even
contamination,
bad at Constitution.
Let's go. Family.
Alright, so...
Shit.
Corwin, can you even sleep?
You have guidance. You want guidance?
Oh, did you give everybody guidance?
That would have worn off.
Well, okay. I was about to say I did give
It only
everyone
lasts a
guidance
minute.
before
It only lasts a
combat.
minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I believe I can, but my Sentinel Raven doesn't, and my Sentinel Raven can wake me up.
Is that a reaction to wake you up? Because reactions happen instantly.
Bonus action.
All right, so
The Raven doesn't require sleep, while it's within 100 feet of you. It can awaken you from sleep as a bonus action.
okay, so Hunter's Moon, Corwin, and Gaius fall asleep.
I
Dude.
can't be put to sleep.
Okay.
Who gets?
So Corwin and Gaius, or Corwin and Gerhard, are put under the effects of this massive cloud of spores as the handmaiden explodes.
Fucking rude.
While asleep, you are having terrifying nightmares and take 2d6 psychic damage per round until woken up. If you're waken up by violent means, you take another 2d6 upon waking.
Oh,
Yeah, but cousin,
Okay.
you're
Who were the people who just fell
you're
asleep?
resistant to psychic. Oh wait, no, you're not. You're awake. What am I talking about?
I'm awake. I just said, "Oh shit" for them.
Yeah.
Corwin and Gerhard
we're
are
awake,
both
but
asleep.
we're the ones
Okay.
resistant to psychic damage. So
Yeah, we are.
But still, go help Gerhard wake up, and I'll go get Corwin.
I'll
Sounds like a plan. Stan.
yeah.
Corbin will wake up automatically. The Sentinel Raven will just psychically wake her up.
Yeah.
You still take the damage, so let me roll that.
Yeah.
You both take 6 damage. Ain't much, but it's not a bad desperation tactic.
Yeah, that was rude.
Yeah, imagine if multiple of them
Hunters-
did that.
Hunter's Moon just kind of kneels down to Corwin, and he hasn't taken much time to talk to her really, but he looks at the bird and he says, I don't really remember the birds. Is that something new?"
It's been a while. Her hand glows and she touches herself. And she recovers 6 hit points.
Nice.
Is
And that's
You know what?
one-
Fuck it.
And
is
that's
this
one.
water magical?
I expend a mind over matter.
To undo
So
the
evil.
damage.
Yeah, it's a psychic point. I took damage.
Fuck your
No.
nightmares.
Fuck your
Alright.
nightmare.
Was what magical?
The
No,
water
it's
is
just
not
anytime I
magic.
take damage, I just burn a
water.
reaction.
The water itself in the fountain is not magical.
It's just really nice water.
It's just, that crystal clear water.
And you said
That
there's
shit that
glass
you
in
should
it,
be
right?
splashing in, Anna.
Yeah.
There's
Which-
glass in it, right?
All right.
What?
Or
Right. So there are within the fountain are arranged painted ceramic vases, glass collectibles, and loose coins.
Oh.
okay. Can I take a larger thing of water?
If you wanted to, yeah.
Or is there a larger thing for me to collect, like the super pure water?
I have an alchemist kit if you need a few extra vials.
Yo,
You know,
Gerhard.
that might be good. I'm curious how it got so pure. If that can be recreated.
I mean, if you really want me to, I can just cast Create Water.
Cousin, are you trying to make a pool?
Oh yeah, no, that is a good point.
I would hazard to guess that's because the dryads were here. They were protecting the place from whatever the effects of the haze are. So, given the surface, I don't know. Nature being the way it is, and the haze. Gerhardt just shrugs.
I don't know nothing.
Jesus.
Oh, Gerhardt was making an educated guess based on fucking magic.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Just for the sake of rolling it,
I'll roll it too.
there.
Are you? Wow, Jesus.
It kind of looks, it looks like there's just somewhere in there is something that's enchanted with the spell Purified Food and Drink.
So it's so it's purified.
Yeah. It's
Course
just
cat.
it's just drinking water, basically.
Okay.
Well, that raises a couple of questions because then, even then, it should still be affected by the haze.
I mean, the dryads are probably working nonstop to keep this place purified.
They're probably purifying the water.
But then you would need to be able to purify the contamination, and even most purified. Interesting. Something for another day.
Pencils for
Don't think-
3-year-olds.
Well, that's what.
Okay, so going back to our previous rolls,
Alright.
also, and the fact that we're in this little place, shall we investigate our little weird thing? Because we mostly bypassed here just to see if we could find some Eldritch Lily.
Yes.
One, we
some
need to
Eldritch-
bring.
some
We need to
Eldritch
bring.
lilies, open up the cart and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
see if we can get into the inscrutable tower. But we did
Mhm.
promise a couple of lilies for what's her face back in Emberwood.
Yeah, river.
Doing it. Thank you.
River. Yeah, river. Cat.
So,
Yeah. So do we investigate or not?
I think we have more important shit to do than keep poking around down here, but it is nice that we found this.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should know where this is if we want to go
Yes.
back.
You
Correct.
would hang on. At this point, you've gotten lost in the haze almost a dozen times.
fucking Sprock.
You would know that the haze, even with an experienced guide, can extremely disorient you.
Okay. So we might not be able to get back here.
If you choose to leave, I cannot stop you. I'm just correcting information.
Gerhardt's of this mind. We're already here, already in the garden. Are we currently being affected by the haze? Underground.
No.
Well, as long as
No,
you're within the
because-
as long as you're near Corwin, you're not affected.
I was about to say as long as
Yeah,
the
as
field.
long as we stay near her, we're good.
The haze is
Yeah.
still wafting down here. But as long as you're near Corwin, you're safe.
Wait,
Okay.
the haze is down here, but the water is pure.
Yep.
Yes, because of the item
Purify
in the
food.
fountain that purify food and drink.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes,
Should
so
we
we
find the item? We can see magic.
The entire fountain
No,
is
it's-
the entire
yeah, it's
fountain is
the-
magic.
Oh,
That-
we
that
just picked
was-
the entire
that was-
fountain? Okay.
That was Gerhardt's investigation, Arcana check.
Gotcha.
It's the entire fountain. It's yeah.
Okay, so it's not an item in the fountain, it is the fountain.
It is
Yes.
so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because basically I didn't want to just like metagame it saying the dryads were doing a thing versus like Gerhardt was making an educated stab at it, and it was just like, oh no, it's the fountain itself is doing the thing.
Okay.
So we're already here. It might actually be safer to let's probably explore here real quick, see if there's anything else that we could get out of here in case we can't make our way back.
Yeah, I think that's.
Which way are you going?
I have one group that always goes to the left, so
let's go east.
Snap.
Alrighty.
to the right.
To the right we go, says family.
As you approach the west or the eastern wall, you do notice that something had tunneled its way through one of the walls in this small circular chamber.
Huh.
Keep within range of Corwin. She still has the neutralizing ring.
Oh yeah.
How big is the tunnel?
You can see it.
It's 10
I'm
feet.
just I'm just wondering like how massive the dimensions of this tunnel are.
You're able to walk through it. Like,
Okay.
you don't have to hunch over.
I wasn't worried about that. Okay.
I mean, let's be very honest. If you were to walk with her in the center, that's all you need to do. Just be close enough. I'm going to assume you're all just staying close to each other.
Yeah.
Would you like me to
Yep.
move to the next point of progression?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
How about
Boom.
how's everyone?
The stepped caverns converge in a rectangular chamber. Part of the chamber is finished stonework. The rest remains roughly hewn. Several statues have been carved directly into the rock. The finished chamber contains 20 statues depicting Lenore von Kessel, lining the large walls. A large statue of the royal family sits at the end of this chamber, depicting King Ulrich, Queen Lenore, and their 2 daughters. The faces of any statue depicting Queen Lenore have been sheared off.
Well, that seems rude.
I guess
As a,
history.
I was gonna say,
Of the
as a Caspian
statues?
would. Nope.
If you're
As Caspian.
Yeah.
if you're studying the statues, there's no check needed.
Oh, okay.
The inscription on the family monument reads, "For my lovely Lenore, on our anniversary of our royal union, King Ulrich von Kessel IV."
Wait. Okay. Would it be history or insight? Would be history.
For
Who was king before?
King
meteor
Ulrich was the king when the meteor fell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So that would be a known thing. That's like
Yeah.
general knowledge.
King Ulrich IV and Queen Lenore were the reigning rulers when Drakkenheim fell.
Huh.
So that's interesting. Why does that statue have her face torn? That seems rude.
Probably.
Do I remember? Am I aware if anything bad Lenore did?
Yeah, as a resident of Westemar for life, do I remember anything that would indicate why these statues were so defaced?
Anyone who's proficient in history may know something.
Okay, I'm not
Okay.
proficient in history, so I don't know.
I am proficient.
I am proficient in history as well.
Randall and
Not-
Randall and Bastille. you know very you know a number of rumors and just little bits of gossip that people would say about the royalty in your time serving the lanterns. You've perhaps even seen the royal family at one point or another before the meteor fell. And you would know that Queen Lenore was an extremely vain woman. Extremely vain and very narcissistic, even though she was extremely kind and gentle with her servants. She was extraordinarily kind to the soldiers who served under her husband, but gods above and below forbid if she did not have what she wanted.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So yeah, me and Bestel are looking at the statues, and we look towards Gerhardt, and I say it makes sense why these statues were so defaced. Beloved as she was by many of the servants here in Drakkenheim, Lenore was pushy, to say at the very least.
Impulsive.
She was a tyrant of a woman. She never went her day without getting her way.
Impulsive.
Ellen Havoc would await anyone who would question her. So, the fact that all these statues down here are defaced just to insult her behind her back makes sense to me.
Makes
She
total
wouldn't
sense.
have lasted very long in Caspia.
This entire kingdom, from what memory serves, was a joke and a travesty.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, this would... Seems to me this might be, like, for want of a better term, a royal hideout. So... I don't know if servants would be down here, but I suppose they could be.
Now that you mention it, this place does seem rather regal for a hole in the ground.
But this area over here is work stone, so must have been something to it.
Yes, must have something of valuable.
Down the western hallway, you notice the bright octarine glow of delirium haze. It lights up the room brightly. And
My veins start.
Good.
I was about to say my veins start to glow octarine with it.
Is that a problem, Bastille? I don't remember, your veins.
That's new, Bastille. What happened to you?
You don't have to worry about it.
Magic boy doing magic things. I like the shiny.
Is there anything else in particular in the room we're in?
Not in the one that you're in, no. It's
Okay.
just a little bit more those statues with the faces sheared off.
Okay. Well, shall we get closer?
Yep, Gerhardt gotta do Gerhardt shit. To the shiny seat.
Too shiny.
Caution to the wind. Wait, Gerhardt, hold up.
Oh,
He got hurt.
This is interesting. Again, playing right into his fucking flaw.
Alright,
I have 50 feet of movement speed. How the hell did he run past me?
I am...
Never underestimate.
Save... Replace, delete, handout, add. Roll 20, NPC. There it
Said
goes.
what?
I was prepping something.
Okay.
An underground
Assets
pond.
were loading.
That's just living with ADHD. An underground pond fills most of this large artificial cavern, filled by a flowing stream to the west. The water glows softly with prismatic light, and across the surface are dozens of purple-pink eldritch lilies. The great roots from the trees above have broken through the ceilings in places to drink deeply from the lambent water. An exquisitely upholstered velvet chaise lounge with gold-painted armrests and plush pillows is set atop several overlapping woven rugs. Scattered around the furnishing lies the extensive baggage train of fabulously wealthy noblewoman. A mahogany chest of drawers is overflowing with pompous gowns, fashionable dresses, multicolored wigs, oversized hats, and fantastically impractical shoes. And oaken coffers brimming with elaborate jewelry and several smaller containers, suitcases, and baskets of overstuffed with more clothing, artwork, gems, and coins. Several portraits and paintings are arranged around the chamber, many paintings showing a noblewoman wearing a golden necklace set with 11 emeralds, but each with the face having been torn off. One painting shows the woman posing with a noble family, a young teen man, 2 girls, one perhaps 8, the other no more than 5, and a portly and bearded man wearing a crown. As you approach, you hear the gentle speaking of a dazed voice. Have you finally come back? Where have my handmaidens gone? As you move your way to see where the voice is coming from, you see the figure, tall, long, spindly, red hair, wearing a fine gown. You see Lenore von Kessel.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck?
And with that, I think that's
What
a good
the
place
hell?
to stop.
No, what the hell?
No, that's great.
No, it's fine.
Ah,
You can't do that. Not when it's starting to get good.
this
To be
was
fair,
the
like-
biggest sidetrack ever, and it's so funny.
What the
To be
hell? I
fair,
was
Gerhard, like seeing like a noble woman sitting in there, he would have just turned to like look at Hunter's Moon and been like, "Is that your queen?"
Say my fucking queen.
Ain't my queen, the hell you talking about?
Alright. And with that, good night. Thank you for watching. And remember, someone loves you.